Don't judge me yet. Please don't. Not until you hear everything, because what I'm about to say sounds wrong, feels wrong, but it's real, completely real. Next week, I'm getting married, and the woman is new, not someone you know, not someone from my past, someone unexpected, someone recent. And before you think anything, no, it's not what you think. Or maybe it is. I don't even know anymore, because everything changed too fast, too suddenly, too strangely, and I'm still trying to understand how I reached this point, because just weeks ago my life was different, completely different, stable, or at least I thought so. Nothing complicated, nothing confusing, just routine, simple days, same conversations, same emotions, nothing new, nothing surprising. But then she appeared, not dramatically, not loudly, just quietly, like coincidence, like something small. At first, a random interaction, nothing serious, nothing emotional, just normal, but something felt different from the beginning, subtly, something I ignored initially, because not everything means something. Sometimes people just pass by and that's it, nothing more. But she didn't leave, not completely, not quickly. She stayed in small ways, in conversations, in moments, in thoughts, unexpectedly. And I noticed that without wanting to, without planning anything, and I kept telling myself, this is nothing, just temporary, just a passing connection. But it didn't feel temporary, not after few days, not after moments, because every time we talked, something shifted inside me, something small but real, and I didn't like that, not at all, honestly, because I wasn't ready for anything, not new, not complicated, especially not feelings. Again, and I tried to create distance, to slow things down, to keep boundaries clear, but somehow it didn't work, because she wasn't trying, she wasn't chasing anything. She was just herself, simple, calm, and maybe that's what pulled me, because real people feel different. They don't force, they don't pretend, and that honesty hit me in ways I didn't expect, and I found myself thinking about her randomly, in between work, in silence, in moments I should focus. And that scared me, honestly, because this isn't right, not now, not like this. And I knew that from the beginning, clearly, but knowing something doesn't stop feelings. It just makes them confusing, harder to deal with, harder to ignore completely. And I kept fighting it every single day, internally, telling myself, stop, this is wrong, don't continue. But feelings don't follow rules, they don't listen to logic. They just grow quietly until they become too real, too strong to hide. And I reached that point where ignoring it was impossible, where pretending didn't work, where everything felt heavy, and I didn't know what to do: leave completely, or stay, end it early, or continue. And before I decided anything, something else happened, something bigger, unexpected, that changed everything again and made this situation more real, more serious, more dangerous. Because suddenly, this wasn't just feeling, this became a decision, a life decision, passed too fast, honestly, and I didn't get time to process anything because things moved quickly. Conversations changed, tone, situations changed, direction, and somehow I got involved deeper than planned, deeper than safe. And now here I am, standing 1 week away from marriage with someone I didn't know, just recently, just suddenly, and I still ask myself, is this right? Is this real? Or am I just lost between emotions and decisions? Because everything feels unreal, like I skipped steps, like I missed something important, necessary, and I don't know if I'm ready, not fully, not honestly, but time isn't waiting, not for me, not now, and next week everything changes completely, permanently, and maybe you're thinking, why? Why so fast? Why her? And I wish I had answers, clear ones, simple ones, but I don't, honestly, not yet, not fully, and maybe you'll understand after hearing everything completely, because this story isn't simple, not at all, not even close. And what happened next changed everything in ways I never expected, in ways I never expected. Because the truth is simple, but heavy, very heavy. She isn't just someone new, not completely, not really. There's something I didn't tell, something I avoided saying from the beginning until now, because even I didn't understand what it meant exactly until everything connected and suddenly made sense. She wasn't random. After all, not coincidence, not accidental. She was there before, not in my life directly, but around it, somehow, in small ways, hidden like a background presence that I never noticed properly until recently, until now. And when I realized that everything felt strange, like pieces fitting too perfectly, too quickly, and that scared me again because nothing happens like that, not normally, not safely, and I started asking questions to myself constantly. Is this fate or mistake? Is this right or rushed? And every answer was unclear. Mixed signals, mixed feelings, nothing solid, nothing certain. But one thing was clear, she was serious about this, not confused, not unsure. She knew what she wanted, and that made everything harder because I was still thinking, still doubting, still questioning, and time kept moving forward without slowing down, without giving me space to understand everything, and days passed quickly, faster than normal, faster than comfortable. And suddenly, discussions started about marriage, about future, about plans, about everything. And I felt that pressure, that weight of decision, because this isn't just feelings, this is life, permanent, something that changes everything forever, completely, and I wasn't ready. Honestly, not fully, not deeply, but I didn't stop anything, and maybe that's my fault. Maybe I should have paused, asked for time or clarity, but I didn't. I stayed, moving forward, silently, letting things happen, without control. And now I'm here, 1 week away from marriage, with someone who feels real, but also unknown. And that confusion remains even now, even today, because part of me feels calm when I'm with her, talking, when everything feels simple, natural, easy, like maybe this could work, maybe this is right, but another part questions everything, every step, every choice, because fast decisions scare me, always have, always will, and I don't know if this is courage or mistake. Is this love or just timing? And those questions don't stop, they repeat again and again, every night, every quiet moment. And I don't have answers, still not completely. And maybe that's the truth. Some decisions don't come clear, they come fast, unexpected, and you either take them or lose them forever. And I'm standing right here between two choices, two paths. One is safe, one is unknown, but both are real, and the time isn't waiting, not for clarity, not for comfort, just moving forward relentlessly. And I have to decide soon, very soon, because next week is coming closer every day, and with it, everything changes. My life, my direction, my future completely. And I don't know if I'm ready, but maybe readiness is a myth. Maybe you never feel ready. You just decide anyway and live with it after. And maybe that's what I'm about to do. Take this step without certainty, without full understanding, without guarantees, just faith or risk. And maybe someday I'll know if it was right or wrong. But right now, I just know this is happening for real. Next week, I'm getting married to a woman who felt new, but maybe wasn't completely. And this story isn't finished. Not yet. Not here. Because what happens after this might change everything. Again.